So in this video, I'm going to show you how to draw a longhorn cow skull. So what you're going to do is start with a white piece of paper, and we're going to leave it white, and except we're going to add some shading using charcoal. We want a big contrast, a big difference between the cow skull and your colorful patterned background. So with your piece of paper, you're going to have it the vertical way, the long way, up and down, and you're going to use pencil. I'm going to use Sharpie marker so you can see it a little bit better. Please use pencil. And you're going to start kind of in the middle, maybe a little bit higher, and you're going to draw a curved line, a hill. Okay. Then with that hill, you're going to take it out a little, and then back in a little, in a little. And what's great about cow skulls is they do not have to be symmetrical, meaning the same on both sides. They can be a little wibbly and wobbly. From there, that's where the eye sockets will go in just a minute. Then what we're going to do is from these two lines, we're going to make a long W. So long line and then the W part, right? W down below, and then it brings all the way up to the other side. So there's our cow skull, the bottom and the top. Next, we're going to add the horns. So what I like to do on either side is add two lines, 1, 2, and then a long line that goes past them. Then two lines, 1, 2, long line. Then from there, I add the horn part, which looks like a curved triangle. So from one side of that line, you curve up, then it's a point, then you curve back down. Same thing on that side, curve up, then curve down to connect it. So there are the two horns. From there, on the very top of the skull, we're going to add a wobbly triangle. It does not need to be perfect. In fact, it'll look a little bit more interesting and more like a cow skull if you don't make it perfect, if it's a little wobbly. Then from the bottom of the triangle, the tip of the triangle, you are going to add a wavy line all the way down to the W. Then we're going to add those cow skull shaped eye sockets from the part where it went out. And this can be a little wavy and wobbly, like a really wobbly oval, like that. Then we're going to add, kind of in the middle, an oval, like a diamond ellipse shape. So kind of starting a little bit below the eye socket, I'm going to start by adding just a wobbly point, and then it kind of meets, not to the very bottom of the W because we need to add another little part right here. So a little ovally part. It kind of looks like lips right now. Then you're going to add two lines from the top of that diamond ellipse shape, wavy line connecting the eye socket, wavy line connecting the eye socket, and then another wavy line kind of going down to the middle of that W. So on either side, it's kind of in the middle. Okay. Then the last step is to draw a wobbly oval next to the W and another wobbly oval. So two wobbly ovals. And there's your cow skull shape. Once that's done, you're going to cut it out. Once it's cut out, and I have one ready, you are going to do some shading. So the parts that you're going to shade, you're just first going to use the charcoal. Charcoal is similar to chalk pastel, where it's kind of dusty and it smears really easy, or we'll wait to smear until the end. So you're going to draw a couple lines on the top of the cow skull horns. Okay. Then in that little section, that shape that connected the skull to the horns, and then you're going to color in the triangle, and it doesn't need to be perfectly colored in because we're going to go back and smear it so it covers that whole thing. Then you're going to color in the eye sockets, and then you're going to color in that football ellipse diamond shape. Some students also color in these two ovals. You can do so as well if you want to. I'll just do a little bit. Then with your finger or with a paper towel, you're going to smear that charcoal. It's going to give it a shadow look. Make it look like it's almost three-dimensional. Give it a little bit more realistic feel. So I'm just shading in everything, blending in that charcoal. And if fingerprints get over it, all over it, that's okay. You can erase them or you can just leave them. And there is your cow skull, your longhorn cow skull. What you're going to do with that is glue it onto your colorful piece of pattern paper. So you'll glue it right into the middle. So there's that big contrast between the two.